So welcome to SMPL Season 5. This is going to be a very interesting encounter on this thrilling Thursday. Two very good teams against each other. It's going to be Just Cricket versus Ashapura Warriors. Just Cricket have won the toss and have decided to bat first. It's going to be a very good encounter. Two very good batters on show. Ojas Mehta, a fantastic, a prolific run machine, along with Karan Jain. It's going to be Santosh Singh, who would be starting the proceedings from the Somaya end. Just Cricket, of course, you associate Just Cricket with Rabindra's name. Rabindra, fantastic character is. Would like to see him in action. Oh, this is nicely bowled and was just away from being the golden duck. That would have been a big wicket. That is a very big wicket. Have a look at it. Look at the bounce which he has got from that good length. Oh, it steeply rose and just away. And that's some good fortune for the batter that the ball did not go directly into the hands of the fielder who was stationed there. A wide slip, that would have been the first wicket. Of course, there are some fantastic characters in the team. The guys who have been playing cricket with Zoota many tournaments together. Rabinder is one of them. Also, a few very good familiar names. Ojas is one of them. Ojas has been topping the charts of most of the tournaments which he participates in. He's a prolific scorer, and so is Karan. Santosh Singh, from the prospects of it, he bowled a very good ball right on that difficult length which we talk about all throughout SMPL Season 5 Match 3. This is going to be a fantastic encounter. As I say a lot about the bowler, he bowls it down the leg side. That can happen with the new ball. There is something bowling with the new ball, and there is something bowling with control with the new ball. The new ball can do funny things, but the new ball, if it goes awry, if you do not have good control over it, it can really trouble the bowler. So controlling the good ball, controlling something which is an asset to you is also important. So working with the new ball, it requires a lot of precision, a special art to handle the new ball. And this pitch will offer something to the bowlers as well. And a lot of effort into that ball. It was bowled with that extra effort the bowler puts in every time, that extra shoulder into that ball. That was that kind of a delivery. You may say it is different. Yes, it is slightly different. That extra weight behind that ball with some extra effort is the one which creates trouble, especially when the ball hits the bat hard. Generally, the bat meeting the ball, it is the other way around when the bowler puts in extra effort. Two fantastic teams, team in blue versus the team in pink. Oh, what a shot! This is long, huge, big, and that's a fantastic sixer. Enough of just waiting for the ball and enough of being pushed back with that bouncer. This wasn't a bad ball at all. This was slightly pitched up, maybe not into that good length area, slightly pitched up into that slot, and it is dismissed with disdain. What a shot that was. Shot of complete authority. And to hack that from middle and leg into that mid-wicket region takes a lot of courage. And against the new ball, against a bowler who has some relatively good pace. Oh, that hit the helmet flush, and he has not showing any reaction. That's what I was talking about. This pitch has some bounce. This pitch is going to trouble a few batters. And for the very first time, I have seen somebody hit on the helmet on this ground in the last 2-3 years. So that can happen. Oh, that kept low. So this is some aggression. Two fiery cricketers are against each other. The bowler was hit for a big sixer. The bowler put the ball in that area of difficulty, the next ball, and very soon we could see the difference. 2 balls he was beaten. Look at the 6 which he had hit, and then the 2 balls, one hitting on the higher side of the bounce, the other one just keeping a bit low. So it's not an easy paced one where you can just log your ball. The bowler, if he puts some effort, oh, he is in some mood to give it back. Karan, he does not want to take a backward step. Karan is a prolific scorer. Ojas is more of a traditional compact kind of batsman who can play some good shots and score runs. Karan is the other way around. He's not the orthodox one. So the batsman getting wrapped on the pads for the third occasion in those 7 deliveries which have been bowled. We saw a fantastic sixer. We saw the bowler coming back with different lengths, and you could see some pride being hurt, some ego being hurt after hitting for that monstrous six. What a good shot that was! But after that, 3 balls right on the spot, troubling the batter. One bouncing towards the helmet, one on the pads, and other one completely missing the stump. And we'll wait for the umpire signal for this one. Yeah, off the bat. Score moves on to 9. Ojas has moved on to 2 now. Ojas, you would associate Ojas with playing a bigger, longer innings. He's more of a kind of that Virat Kohli, KL Rahul mode where he anchors the inning, not just anchoring the inning, but taking the scoring rate, maybe in that 125, 130 scoring rate, striking rate. But the batters on the other end, especially Karan, is not the one who's going to take a backward step. Oh, he is in only one gear now. Today he is in only one gear. Unfortunately for him, most of the wickets are very flat, almost like batting paradises. This one has something it for the bowlers as well. Unlike the last year's pitches, these pitches today are slightly with a steeper bounce. The 9 without loss, 9 balls done. Karan has only one scoring shot. That was a huge 6 in the mid-wicket region. Take my word, the next one also would be a boundary or a sixer. Maybe a cut going down to the fine leg or straight hit down the ground. Two possibilities strongly. On the other side, the bowler has an equal chance of getting him out because he has been beaten 4 times in a row now. One, that ball hitting the helmet, after that wrapped on the pads. Then he missed a ball completely with a big heave. Again, the same stuff. So another good player, Devdutt. I remember Devdutt in one of the venues where he came down at number 8, 9, and they needed 100 runs, and the 8th wicket partnership for 100 runs. Devdutt was a part of it. Devdutt bowled really well, and they won one very difficult match. Beautifully hit. That's what you. There are two different kind of batters over here. One who comes into the line of the ball, gets it behind the ball, and pushes it for singles and doubles. Also, he can play some aggressive shots. The other one, Karan, he likes to give himself a room, likes to give a whack to the ball, plays the ball away from the body. So one batsman who can be almost audacious when it comes to batting, can take chances, and Karan, he has no two ways about it. That's the best part of it. When you are going for your shots, there has to be no confusion. That's what I was talking about. Up and over, it goes for another boundary. So Karan, only two ways for him, boundary or a sixer. He was beaten a couple of times, in fact 4 times in a row. Not this time. This wasn't a bad ball. It was hit on the rise into the mid-wicket cow corner region. He got a sixer in that area. The very same area, he has got a boundary now. The score moves on to 15 now. 2 overs, done and dusted, 15 runs. And 6 and a 4 to the opening batter, Karan. Santosh Singh comes in from the Somaya end. Would say the pavilion end. So yes, shuffle the field. We have that flying slip over there. He was into action for the very first ball of the match. Almost Ojas gave his wicket away on the very first ball. Aegis is 3 or 4. He has just missed one ball. Other than that, he's a run-a-ball machine. And that's what he has been doing consistently. We'll wait for the umpire signal. I think he has hit this one. No, that's the first extra in the form of a leg bye. We saw a wide, now we are witnessed a leg bye even. So even if he doesn't score off the bat, some leg byes also would account. Mahendra Singh Dhoni once made that statement: "You always account for my runs from bat. My leg byes are also to be taken care of." But frankly speaking, runs of the bat are more important. 16 without loss. Watch out for this man. He has got 3 scoring shots so far: 6, 4, and 1. He hasn't run a couple. Maybe another 6 are coming up. Oh, this is smashed. This is hammered. This is just muscled down the ground. Hacked sight. Just punished with disdain. Wherever the ball was going to be pitched, he was going to go for it. He had that shot in his mind. He had completely made up his mind to hit it. Any which way the ball was going to be hit, he was going to have a complete whack at it. It wasn't timed. It wasn't out the middle of the bat. It wasn't the area which he wanted to hit into. But it has gone for a muscled, fabricated, engineered boundary. 20 without loss. This is a good contest now. A bowler who prides his bowling, a bowler who does not want to be hit for boundaries and sixes, and the batter who was hit on the helmet wants to give it back to the bowler. He wants to hit him for a few sixes and boundaries. This is a mouth-watering contest, a battle within the war. It's not a war. It is a battle. These tournaments, of course, are not the ones where we would like people being hit on the helmets. We would like to see some bouncers. No, bouncers are not allowed. We do not appreciate, because this is a game where safety of the players is more important. Take my word, their forte, their important part is to be successful in their particular careers, to make a lot of money, to make a big name in their own professional careers or business houses which they run. Cricket is their passion. These guys would have made a lot of more money. Already they are successful in their field. They would have made a little more number of crores in their accounts, but they are giving their best part of their life to cricket as well. Cricket is their first love. You talk about business, careers, family, cricket is right up there. Talk about passion, talk about religion, this one is a little bit more for them, especially like people like Rabindra. We have seen so many of them. All of them have stories. I've seen some people traveling all the way from Pune just for a match and going back to Pune again. There are many players I have seen working for 12-14 hours. There are some cops who work for 14-16 hours, come on the ground, play cricket. Some inspectors, some assistant commissioners, many of them, they just love their game so much. And this man is just hammering it. He's just muscling it. And this is good now. Mid-wicket cow corner, that area is being protected now. The score moves on to 21. And take my word, they are the most important thing, the most precious thing for anyone is their time. Because when you give time, you're giving a part of your life to something. And cricket is something which is very close to their heart. And you give your life, you give your time only to the thing which you love the most. That's why people say, "Mujhe time nahi dete wo." Cricket is the one who takes away all the time. And this is Ojas playing with soft hands. So two different kind of things over there. On one side we have a AK-47 blasting all the way. On the other side you have a sniper with a small silencer fit into it, where you do not see that you are hurt, but you are still targeted and hit. That kind of a player is Ojas. See, Ojas is 4 of 6, and he's almost in that range. They are scoring at a nice pace, more or less like 8 runs per over. So it is a good combination to have. These two guys complement each other well. And you have a player who is trying to take the leather out of the ball. So two different ways of approaching the batting. One with precision, the one with compact technique. The other batsman trying to be ultra aggressive. Now this is how a partnership actually is always good. You have two dashers coming together, playing at a time. Very hardly do we see them successful. One such good example was Romesh Kalu Vitarna and Jayasurya. Both were dashers and both were successful. Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma. Shubman Gill takes a backward step when Rohit Sharma gets going. Of course, Rohit Sharma is one of the legends of the game, the best of all times. Straight to the fielder. Oh, just that is how he plays, comes into the line of the ball and just tries to hit the ball in gaps. The score at the end of over number 3 is 7.66 runs per over, 7.75 to be precise, 23 without loss. 7.66 in fact. Oh, that was a fantastic ball. That is the best what he has bowled so far. This is what the bowler, the captain would expect. What a ball that was. Look at the ball. Absolutely right place. Great pitching, great length, right weight behind the ball, and the line perfect. The length was fine, the line was fine, the weight behind the ball, the pace generated was absolutely perfect. He would like to bowl it there all the time. Devdutt, he is that kind of a bowler. He bowled it slow this time. So change in pace now. This is good thinking bowling now. Against someone like Karan, you need to change your pace. You need to change your line. You need to change your length as well. This one was pitched a little short, and this one was bowled little slower. Just rolling the fingers on it. This is smart stuff. That is so good. Surya Kumar Yadav, when he played the finals, the Australians set him up so well. All slower deliveries. All the balls where the fingers were rolled down. That's showing some respect to some good bowling. Some quality stuff now. It's not one-way traffic. It's not been easy scoring runs. It is because some good bowling. One bowler. You have seen the partnerships where one batsman, Karan, wanting to go for big shots. The other batter going with some compact technique. Bowlers also here are of different extremes. One bowler who wants very quick, very aggressively. The other bowler like Devdutt, he bowls immaculate line and length. And just as I say, good line and length, he balls drifts down the leg side. It wasn't that bad. It was on middle and leg. Wonderful work of the wrist. You may have seen Karan smashing a few, hammering a through, muscling a through mid-wicket region. Look at that wrist work. Beautifully won. That's what Indians are known for. Good wrist work. And that is beautifully handled for a well-manufactured boundary. The score moves on to 28 with that wonderful boundary. Some artistry and some finesse from that man, testament to the fact that he has fantastic technique where he gets behind the ball, almost like those players in the 90s. Sanjay Manjrekar was one of them. Fantastic technique he had. And Sachin Tendulkar, and good leave as well. Very rarely do we see that in a T20 encounter. That is good. Not every ball has to go for a boundary. If you are in a business, sometimes you have bumper sale where you sell almost everything. Everyone is packed in your business house. Sometimes it is average business. Sometimes you won't get a client. So that's what is cricket even. Some balls are going to be hit for sixes, some balls are going to be hit for boundaries, some couples, some singles and some dot deliveries as well. Some balls have to be shown some respect. That is again good bowling. The score at the end of a very good over, we had a boundary, got a single in that over, 28 without loss at the end of over number 4. If you're slightly alright in max, 7 4s are 28, 7 runs per over at the end of the compulsory power play. SMPL Season 5, Just Cricket versus AASHAPURA Warriors. Just Cricket have won the toss and have decided to bat first. They've got 28 without loss at the end of over number 4. So AASHAPURA Warriors have Rajesh coming into bowl now. He is the specialist bowler, exclusively picked for bowling. The Rajesh Dubey. There are a few bowlers whose forte is just to bowl that. Glenn McGrath was one, Whitney was once. This kind of, even Glenn McGrath would disagree because he got a few runs. But there are some bowlers. Maninder Singh was one, even if you needed 2 runs to win or 1 run to win. If Maninder Singh was on strike, the audience's heart would have been in their mouth because very rarely he scored and he used to get out when just few runs were needed, and he had the history. Or even Narendra Hirwani was one such batter. Narendra Hirwani, of course, had the record of having most wickets in an innings for a long time. 16-17 wickets he had in 2 innings in one of the matches. So he is their specialist bowler, Rajesh Dubey. Left armer. Oh, and the left armer has claimed the big man. The spin wizard has woven his magic. He has got a big player. Karan, generally you associate Karan with a lot of big scores. Today wasn't his day. He was just itching out to hit some big shots. He stepped out against a bowler who is well adept at this. He gets out. Karan stumped. Look at that. Oh, it was pulled very slowly. A slight turn. Good work by the wicketkeeper. At times you get overexcited and lose the ball, and in the process you miss out on a chance. This time he was cool and calm. He did not hurry. He did not rush, and took it very easily. So the specialist bowler taking the specialist batter. He was the batting sub, Karan, and the bowling sub taking the batting sub. अरे कैसे 28 for 1. We are in, what a shot off the back foot. So you need to show some good footwork. We saw some footwork. Karan generally scores prolifically. Today wasn't his day, but he was trying to give his team a good start. Footwork is not always dancing down the ground. The way you shuffle back, the way you hit the balls on the back foot, the way you try and cut it or carve it into that point region or behind square, that all is also footwork. Using the wrist, shuffling across, swiveling across, that is also footwork. So not just dancing down the ground, using some positive footwork, some backward, and this is very close. He would have been very fortunate. That's what the umpire says. It was going down leg, but that was so close. Ojas generally does not go for such fancy shots. Even if he goes, he connects most of the time. This one he missed, and his heart would have been in his mouth because the ball was little low, but it was going down the leg. That was what the umpire said. Will he go for the sweep again, or will he go into that long off? I think long off. No, he goes for the sweep again. And twice in 2 balls he's not been able to make connection. Very rarely do we see this with Ojas. Ojas generally is the one who connects it well. A very, very safe batter, I would say, a reliable batter for Just Cricket. 29 for 1. The last ball, a fantastic over by Rajesh Dubey. He is there bowling serve, and he's done his job in the very first over. He's leaving his mark, in fact stamping his authority on the match in the first over, which is bowling. And that is nicely bowled. That one came in with the arm. Wonderful variation. The score at the end of over number 5 is 29 without, in fact 29 for the loss of Karan's wicket. That was a big one. Akshay is the new man in. He would be on strike on the 6th over.
29.
So Parag comes in to bowl the 6th over. That is nicely hit down the ground. Will it travel quickly? Just 1 run. So Akshay and Ojas trying to stitch up a partnership. Karan's wicket was a crucial one because Karan is the aggressor. Karan generally plays those quick innings and puts his team into a strong position. 30 for 1. They move on to now. Parag Raj. That's very wide outside the off stump. Has to be a wide. Is called a wide. The score moves on to 32. 31 in fact with that. Wide. Watch out for that extra cover punch. In fact, he goes for the sweep. And look at the way they are running. This is good running by Ojas. He is running on the throw. So testament to his fitness. Ojas is fit and fine with his old-fashioned yellow helmet. I've seen him playing, and most of the times he loves that yellow helmet of his. The Ojas, that is the first brace of him. He was trying to play that shot for a long time now. Twice he was beaten. The third time lucky he was, and he played it immaculately for a couple of runs. 33 is what the score is now. We are into the 6th over. That's what I was talking. Into the covers, and what a shot. This is lot of class and panache in it, but just a couple of runs. That was just well timed, and he has run very hard for those 2 runs. A couple of couples making the couple over there sweat a lot. So couple of couples in the over number 6th of the 2nd and 3rd ball. Let's see what this this pair is going to put up now. 2 couples for this couple. Will it be 3 couples in a row? Very strong possibility. Yes. And that would be a lot for Tejas now. He would be absolutely hydrated with those 3 braces on a row. And he would require some hydration. Electrolax, our official hydration partner. Of course, we have some wonderful snacks which are being served. They are by, I would say, Trupti, the official food sponsors for us. Of course, the fantastic clothing which you are saying. Virat, our official sports apparel partner. So, all big brands associated with this tournament. 37 is what the score is. Would see some fantastic players, some very that is nicely bowled. So after playing those 3 braces in a row, he needed some reprieve. Score is 37 now. The last ball, he is 40 plus, because I have seen him scoring a century in a 40 plus tournament. Ojas Mehta is running like an 18-year-old. Take my word, those 3 braces. Any big player also gets tired after running 3 back-to-back couples, and that couple is tired. He will need a couple of bottles. Oh my God, will it be 3 couples in a row? No, Tejas, I think, oh yes, he is going for it. He is still, oh my, this is going to be dangerous. 4 couples in a row, this is fantastic. His physio, his personal trainer, whoever is working with Ojas needs some increment now. Fantastic. He needs a raise, the physical trainer, because Ojas is fit as a gazelle over there. Fantastic. 39 at the end of over number 6. They are going along at the rate of 6.5 runs per over. So 39 for 1 is what the score is at the end of over number 6. Ojas Mehta, he is on 16. He's 16 of 19. Akshay Dungare. Rajesh Dubey just conceded a single and took a big wicket of Karan in that over. And that is his job profile. To bowl immaculate line and length. Only clear, no 2 ways about it. A specialist bowler whose major objective is to give them 4 nice overs. Left armers are a must in every team. That is nicely played off the back foot, but straight to the fielder. He is their specialist bowling sub for a reason. Akshay and Ojas both boast of fantastic techniques. They are on show to be seen. Some two good players. And look at that, off the back foot, then off the front foot. Fantastic. Just leaning into the drive and playing a classical cover drive, I would say. A front foot defense. And all that what your coaches teach you. And these guys are the ones who have been playing so many venues, so many tournaments, playing for so many years. Ojas, 16 of 19. And he wanted to use his speed, just change his mind at the last moment. And that's good. That's good from Ojas. Amit Shinge is one of the premier batters in the opposition who can play well. There are so many of them. Vinay is also a good player behind the stumps. He has lost his patience and a big wicket. He takes it gleefully. That's a big wicket. He's happy. Isnayan, number 18. That's a very big wicket because he is the player who makes the game. He stays on the wicket for a longer duration. He's a big wicket on any day, any match, any event. Or just gets out in the process of going for big shots. The super sub has done the super special job for the team. The bowling sub has done his job. Picked up both the opening batters, both prolific ones. Very difficult to dislodge this man. He gets out. Vinay takes it easily. A good catch by Nayan. He would really be happy with that one. So Siddharth Gopalkrishnan comes into bat now. Another very good competitor. Forget about the batting, forget about the games. These guys are true gentlemen in every sense. Not only on the ground, off the ground as well. Very humble, very down to earth people, very loving people. They will greet you. They will always be with a smile even if they win or lose the games. That is beautifully bowled. Rajesh is bowling a spell of the tournament. 2 overs done and dusted. His figures read wonderful. 2 for 2. Just like Mohammad Shami's figures were at most of the times during the World Cup. 2 for 2. Both the overs, a wicket and a run each. Oh, 740. It's not the time which I'm talking about. 7 overs, 40 runs and a couple of wickets down. It is 7:51 now, maybe 51 minutes into the game almost. And not 51, maybe half an hour. So you need to bowl your overs in 90 minutes. So they have almost bowled 7 overs. 35% of the match is done and dusted. Oh, that is it. Straight down the ground. They have to run for the first one quickly. There is a possibility of a second. Absolutely no. Good fielder over there. And look at the throw. Straight to the wicket keeper. Any thought of going for the second in their mind would have been disastrous. Good call there by Siddharth Gopalkrishnan. A very sound player with a sound head on his shoulders. The same shot which he attempted against Rajesh. He wasn't successful then. He wasn't successful now even. Look at, he just went off the back foot. The ball bounced a bit extra. That's the difference. That is the reason he has missed both the balls. A bit of extra in that ball. This time It is into his region. Oh, good work, fantastic. That's what fielding. Once you take some good catches, it is infectious. The others also follow the suit. One good catch by Nayan. He was elated with that catch of Ojas. The other fielders are also stepping up. Some good running we saw from Ojas. 4 doubles in an over. Then he went for a big shot, a sweep shot. He's tried it so many times. Wasn't that successful today. Went for a big one, a top edge, and he lost his wicket. The only fielder he found that was a solitary shot third man over there. In fact, shot fine leg. 42 for 2. We are into the 8th over, halfway through it. Akshay, he has started off quite safely. A little bit slow, but that's fine. He's a batsman with good technique. He can score heavily in the later stages and plays with the straight bat. This is good contest. Some good tight bowling against some proper technical batting. They are not going for some fabricated engineer shot. They are playing the ball as per the merit. But every time they have tried to take some chance, they have lost a wicket. 42 for 2. That is smashed. That is into the covers. That would be heading straight to the boundary. A very good shot off the back foot, punched into the covers. They needed that. The boundary after a long time. They were just not being allowed to score freely. This one was short. This one was outside the off stump. This one had the width on it. A complete invitation for Akshay, who did not think twice before hitting it and depositing it into the cover region. The score moves on to 46 with that fantastic hit of the back foot. And this time of the front foot into the covers for a single. That is so good. That dial of his, that scoring area, there is a very big V, a very wide V, where we start from extra covers to cow corner mid wicket, a big V in which he plays with straight bat. The score at the end of over number 8 is 47 for the loss of 2 wicket. A good over in which they got a few runs, 7 of them in fact. Rajesh is just continuing to pile on that miss. Everything was going fine until this man with the left arm came in. And he has bowled immaculately. He hasn't done fancy things. He's doing his basics right. And some urgency being showed. And that is a giveaway, that run. So intense. And even that wasn't some poor cricket. It was a good throw straight on the stumps. This is so good to watch, almost like international stuff. These guys are just pushing their limits. Bowlers trying to bowl some good lines, batters playing with immaculate technique, and the fielders diving and stopping the balls, hitting the ball direct. They are not the ones taking the safe route. They are taking chances and some quality branded cricket. These guys are putting up a good show. And thrice in fact 4 times he tried, once he was successful. This one came in with the arm. He's trying to play that cut shot into that region because there is no protection behind. There are 2 fielders there, but if you beat them, you will get a boundary. So that bait is thrown, but he's bowling it slightly up, not an ideal length to cut. Oh, this is good bowling, but that burst through his hand, that was hit with a lot of venom. Fantastic. This man has bowled so well. See, 1 run was off the overthrow. The second one was a misfield on his own. So if he had managed to hold on to that one and the first run wasn't considered of the overthrow, this would have been still a runless over. Couple of runs they have got in this over though. And not this time. This is punched off the back foot straight to the fielder though. And some miscommunication, but the right call was being made. Good throw on the stumps. Some quality stuff by Ashapura Warriors. The Warriors are putting up a great show when it comes to fielding. Fielding is the most difficult part when you are not playing regular cricket or when you are not on the better side of the age. They are doing their part beautifully well. 8.4 overs, 50 runs. And this has not been a good choice, short selection. He has tried it 6 times. Once he has made connection, 5 times he has been beaten. But that's fine. Siddharth can come back anytime. He's a player who has a lot of grit and fighting and competitive spirit about him. So he might find a way. Yes, he finds a way, but there is protection towards his left now. Towards his right, he stopped the ball. Now he has to go towards his left. So that Lone Ranger, it was almost the David Warner. He put up a show. People talk about Australia's bowling. People talk about Australia's batting. David Warner's fielding was at another level, and he was defying his age, and he was just moving around so well, covering 30-40 meters on either side of the wicket. The score at the end of over number 9 is 51 for the loss of the opening batters. Santosh Palwe is the new bowler, and watch out for Santosh when he comes to bat. He can bat and play some very big shot. Santosh Palwe, I have seen him hitting so many big hits, and in one of the matches, he won the match with the ball in his hand. He failed with the bat, he won the match with the ball in his hand, and when he bats, he is just unstoppable. He just hammers all kind of bowlers, and this is what he was trying, straight to the fielder. Fantastic fielding effort over there, and the field placement has been really good. This is SMPL season 5, one of the premier tournament. These are two premier teams, Just Cricket versus Ashapura Warriors. Just Cricket, of course, a team with a fantastic history. This is hammered. This is going to travel straight. No one's going to stop this one. This is as straight as you can get. 900 geometry, perpendicular bisector, dividing the line into two equal parts. This was the ground divider, I would say, slightly towards the long on side, but that's fine. As straight as you can get. Fantastic hit. Absolutely no chance. There was long off, there was long on. Both of them had absolutely no chance. So he made use of the field. He was trying to go onto the back foot and cut the ball into that point region. Wasn't successful. Hit a few balls in punching the ball into the covers. Now this is a better option for him. So he's trying to make way. This is what a sign is of a good player who adapts and who changes his batting according to the bowling which is pulled and the conditions. And he was expecting a short delivery, but that wasn't that short. He tries to swivel and hack it past the fielder over there. Nayan gets a single. Santosh Palwe is a monstrous batter. When he comes to bat, he can play some really big hits and some strong sixes. This is beautifully hit into the cover. What a classical shot this. Will it travel all the way? No. A couple of runs. Easy. A brace over there. Uniqueness about them, some special feature about their batting, Akshay and Ojas, is they do not try to hit the ball. They try to place the ball well. This outfield is slightly on a thicker side as compared to regular Somaya ground where it is lightning quick. He wanted to hit into the covers. The ball has gone into that mid-wicket region for a single. Score moves on to 59. The last ball of the first half of the first innings of SMPL season 5. AASHAPURA Warriors versus Just Cricket. Just Cricket won the toss, decided to bat first. They are 59 for 2. They would be liking to get close to 150 runs. He wanted to hit the ball down the ground, and he decided to play off the back foot. When you are double-minded, that's what generally happens. 59 for 2 exactly at the end of over number 10. Yesterday's match, we had the same score. We had the same number of wickets at the end of over number 10. They managed 140. Let's see what this team manages. So Rajesh Dubey trying to finish off his innings. In fact, his spell of the innings. Fourth over, he is their bowling specialist, bowling sub, and he has done the job more than enough. He is the only bowler who has conceded less than 3 runs per over and couple of wickets. Only bowler to have that distinction. And what he has done the basics right. And take my word, Akshay is as good as a player when it comes to technique. Ojas is as good as a player when it comes to spin bowling. But he has managed to keep them quiet. He has managed even to get a wicket of Tejas's caliber. A player of good technique, Tejas, and he's keeping him quiet. This is some smart batting. Generally, there are bowlers who bowl really good spells. Rashid Khan for Afghanistan, they try to see him off. Rajesh has had that merit of being that kind of a bowler in this situation where the opposition is just seeing him off. They do not want to take chances against him. And that is carved straight to the field. A good fielding. But this is brilliant running from Siddharth Gopal Krishnan, SGK. So many good players in the team. There is Arun Madhu is a fantastic all-rounder. CK is in the team. Gurvineet is there. There is also Priyank who is there in the team. So many good players. Yes, that is great running, and they are going to get a couple for that hustle. They hustled and they put the fielder under some pressure. So see, you had a misfield, then we had an overthrow, then also we had one ball going straight through his hand. So 3 runs, extra runs which he has given, his figures would have read 6 for 2. 9 for 2 this man has given away. Almost 2.25 is the economy rate. This is beautifully done. We'll straight to the fielder again. Is it Siddharth's wicket? Oh my god, it is a run out. That pressure being created, the ball was hit fiercely. It was a fantastic shot. Generally, on shots like this where you hit the ball very well, there are people who run for the gap, there are people who run for the shots. He ran for the shot. The shot was very good, but it went straight to the fielder. You should be running for the placement. You should be running for the gap and not for the shot. It was a very good shot. He ran for the shot because it deserved a run. But at times, good shots go straight to the fielders, and there is where you often get run out. Many times you may see a long hop where you can hit it anywhere going straight to the fielder. The batsman as the non-striking gets out. A full toss where the batter can hit the ball anywhere. It is hit straight to the fielder, and there is where the non-striker gets out. And this was run for the shot. He did not see the shot where it has gone, and a very good cricketer, generally a very sound one when it comes to running between the wicket, gives it away. Everyone has tried to cut him, but this man, nobody has been able to pierce him through that cordon over there. Fantastic fielding position, even. What a good spell of bowling this is. 4 overs, 9 runs, and 2 wickets. Both the opening batters were sent back. Also, Siddharth, who's a very good player, was put under some pressure. He was trying to hit that ball, trying to cut that ball for a long time. He was successful a couple of times. This time it was a very good shot straight to the fielder, and he lost his wicket while trying to go for that run. 962 for 3. Fantastic spell of bowling comes to end. 4 overs, 9 runs, and 2 wickets. Take out those 4 runs, 9 runs. It is 51 runs in the other 7 overs. In fact, 53 in 7 overs. There are some great players in this team as well. There is Priyank who's going to come up, who's a fantastic all-rounder. Look at Priyank's fitness. He's a very good-looking player, but he's a fantastic athlete, even good batter, good fielder. He is a prolific batter when it comes with the for batting, and also he can field well. Vaibhav, another good player. He is a good bowler as well. So they have got some good players, Ashapura Warriors. Nicely hit down the ground. Akshay has got 16 of 17. Akshay Tungare. We are into the 12th over. Yesterday 141 was sufficient the day before, and they managed to win that match. The match going on to the last over where they needed 9 runs of 2 balls, and some super fielding by Prathamesh, some controversial decision, but that was fine. That was a great match. Oh, this is beautifully played off the front foot. This is good running, great running. In fact, running on the throw, couple of runs added. Fantastic running, I would say, because this is as good as running as the teenagers do, the people in their early 20s do. 65 for 3. 2 very good players. It is not how fast you run, it is how good you judge a run. That is how your good running between the wickets actually is judged. This is smashed, beautifully hit into that same region. That region is traffic. Good protection over there. With that single, the score moves on to 66 now. Some good positive footwork on of the front foot and also of the back foot. Karan has played a lot of singles. Watch out for the boundary now. Take my word, Akshay, sorry, not Karan, Akshay is going to go for that boundary. He is having a vigil around. He might go for a big shot. That's down the leg side though. That's wanting to cram the batter. And any tickle on it would have fetched him 4 runs. Vaibhav, again a good bowler to have in a team. A bowler of a kind, you have seen some good bowlers who bowl tight line and length. He's that kind of bowler in middle overs. A specialist bowler who bowls nice line and length. Single again, he does not want to take chances, Akshay. His role is fixed to carry on the innings. The batters on the other end are going to come in and have a few risky shots. What I've seen from Vikrant so far, Vikrant is the one who can be really dangerous for the opposition with his good batting. He looks positive in his footwork and plays with soft hands. This is a great skill to have. When you can play some big shots, you also should be playing with soft hands and taking those singles. Not every ball is going to go for a boundary. Now they are trying to stitch up a partnership after that run out of Siddharth. Very rarely do these guys fail. Today they were not that successful. The opening 3 batters, Karan, Ojas and Siddharth. Generally of these 3, 1 or 2 tick. This is smashed down the ground. That's what I was talking. Karan is, in fact, I beg your pardon, Akshay is going to go for some big shots. That was nicely done. 69 at the end of over number 12. Another good all-rounder in the team. He is a prolific scorer. This man, Amit Chinge, he is known for his big innings. A fantastic batter with a strong technique and who can score quickly also. He is one of the premier batters in the team. So this is going to be a good match. 2 strong teams with some good players in their teams. Just Cricket versus Ashapura Warriors. We saw Vaibhav on display. We saw Rajesh bowling well. We saw Devdutt in the same team. And Amit Chinge, he can be a good all-rounder and starting off really well. And they fielded so well. They have attacked the ball. They have stopped a few balls from going over. That quadrant of players inside the circle have done a really good job. the score would have been easily more than this one, maybe adding 7-8 runs to it. They have fielded well within the circle. Oh, this is a very bad ball. He just wanted to bowl a leg spinner, which went out of the hand, and that's a boundary. Just a signal of boundary. It wasn't given as a no ball. Maybe the ball was dipping. That's what the umpire said. It cannot be termed as a beamer because it wasn't a dangerous ball, but definitely was in that category of bowling over the waist. So marginal decision going the batter's way, because he might have reached the ball before. This is nicely hit. The ball is going into the mid-wicket region. There is a possibility of a single. Single it is. 74 for 3. We are into the 13th over. Watch out for a big shot. Yes, that's what I was talking about. He is just going to shift gears, and I could read him. Even they could have read him. He was going to go for a few shots now. That is his first big hit. Sixer. He hasn't got boundaries. This guy has got a sixer now. And he can play both kind of innings. He can play as an anchor. He can defend some good balls. So such kind of players who have good technique, who can play some solid cricket and also attack when needed, are very, very dangerous. It's not the dashers whom the opposition fears. It's not the people who can play singles and doubles which they fear. It's the combination. If the player who is an aggressive player and he has a good technique, he becomes very, very explosive for the opposition, because these guys can stick, and if they stick and they stay there for a long time, they are going to play a big innings. Akshay might be just changing gears now. Watch out for a boundary, but he's not the batter who will attempt for 2 risky shots in a row. He was trying to carve it in that region. Good, any connection would have got him a few runs. Oh, that is a gift. That is beautifully done. Just tucked it away. This is a productive over. Bowling is not his forte generally. He is a good batter. Leg spinning requires a lot of good control. Wrist bowling or leg spinning is not an easy art. Generally, when you start off, most big leg spinners, even Shane Warne, Adam Zampa, you look at them, they will have their mid-wicket, they will have that square leg when they start off in the first over. As they get control, after 1 or 2 overs, they will get those fielders in. So leg spinning is not an easy art. You need to have a lot of control. Even the best of the bowlers, Adam Zampa was superb all throughout the tournament. He has a lot of confidence, but even he will have a few players outside when he bowls for the first time. Santosh Pala, no problems with control over. He is an off-spinner bowler, mostly bowls with the rapid ones, the quicker ones. And he is a smart bowler, generally a bowler who thinks like as a batter. So he understands what the batter is going to do. That often helps actually. Sachin was a good bowler because he could read and he could think as a batter when he used to come to bowl. And he used to bowl leg spinners to the right-hander and off-spinners to the left-handers. That kind of bowler he was. That one was bowled very slowly. So smart bowling. He's not putting that weight behind the ball. He's not giving the pace for them to hit, because he knows they are going to step up now. They are going to up the ante. They are going to take the scoring ahead. Somebody has to give them impetus without taking the scoring ahead. He is reading them well. He is not giving them pace to work with. He is bowling very slowly. Smart of him. He is not a very highly rated bowler or something, but he's a very smart customer. See, again slow bowling. This is one bounce straight to the fielder. Vaibhav's there. Good work, and look at the throw straight towards the bowler. So very good fielder to have at long off, Vaibhav. Santosh Palwe. That wasn't hit very hard. That was just timed. Watch out for Siddharth. He might go in extra covers. Take my word. He goes backward straight to the fielder. 2 fielders have been out in similar fashion. Both of them running for the shot. It was a very good shot with Siddharth hit. He ran for the shot. He did not see where the ball was. He ran for the shot because the shot was good. And even here, the shot was good and he ran for the shot. He did not see where it went. So 2 players getting out in similar fashion. One in front of point and one behind point. So two similar kind of dismissals. First we saw Siddharth getting out that way. Then we saw two good batters with strong techniques getting out in similar way, because they hit the ball so well, and every time you hit the ball so good, you anticipate a run, and that's what exactly happened. First in front of point, and this time behind point, and they were going so quickly. The refusal from the non-striker was there to put them into trouble. If the non-striker was there for going for a run, that would have been both singles done. Oh, he was beaten. The ball went away. So close to being another wicket. This one just went straight with the arm. In fact, he moved out a little bit. He is not the one, he's a wick turner. He generally bowls his off spinners, and the one which does not turn is the one which creates trouble. That was slightly coming in, and that is straight to the fielder again. The fielder at point has been kept busy. That throw wasn't that great, was off balance, but good backing up. There are so many good players in the team. Arun is still there. There is Priyank also in the team. There is CK also in the team. 97 for 4 at the end of over number 14. 6 overs remaining. Will 140 be achieved, or will they be restricted below it? .87 for 4 at the end of 14 overs. They have bowled well. Ashapura Warriors keeping a very strong batting lineup quite. But 145, 150 also is being defended if you bowl well. This is nicely cut, but straight to the fielder again. That's what I was talking about. If the non-striker is alert, and if you go for it, you can get those singles. If the non-striker refutes, and if you're committed, the striker is dead. So you need to back up. You need to back up. We saw two similar kind of dismissals. This time, Akshay running. Akshay was stationary on both the shots when they were hit directly to the fielders. This time he was alert. Akshay is 28 of 23. Is playing a fantastic innings. Without anybody noticing, he is going more than run a ball. Watch out for a big shot in this over. This kept a little low. This is not an easy pitch. Almost all the tracks are fantastic batting paradises. This one keeping a little bit low and also having slightly different bounce. Very unlike in so many, these are fantastic batting paradises. This is not a bad wicket in a way, but it is giving some assistance to the bowlers. You wanted to hit it down the ground. In fact, towards mid wicket would have been a better option. Watch out for a big shot. 89 for 4. Expect a couple of boundaries in this next 3 balls, or a wicket falling. Jitendra. That's what I was talking about. This is nicely done. Fantastic effort. Fantastic effort. Almost had him. Vaibhav, he would have been better choices. He would have been an ideal choice. Probably the best fielder to be there in that position. He moved towards his right. It would have been a fantastic catch. The ball was hit with a lot of power, and it just burst through his hand. Generally he takes it 9 times out of 10. This time running, and oh, fantastic effort. Great effort. In fact, he jumped and leaped and tried to stop it. It was a good effort. Not an easy chance. Running and taking the catch towards his right. Watch out for another sixer. In fact, that is beautifully hit straight to the fielder. Through him this time. Good call this time. Good call. So I had professed that couple of boundaries would be hit. One is hit. And the last ball, take my word, even Akshay is going to go for it. Because there would be a change in momentum now. This is going to get close to 150. Take my word. There are few good batters to come in. Priyank is there. CK is there. Arun is there. So many good batters in the team. Take my word, they are going to get close to 150. In fact, more than that. They might score 50, 60 runs in the last 5. No, he has been kept quiet. The score at the end of a productive over for them is 97. 10 runs coming off that over of Parag. He has bowled well, but he has been taken for a few runs in this over. Even Just Cricket has some fantastic bowlers in their lineup. We have Just Cricket has a few good bowlers in their lineup, but we have Gurvineet, they have Priyank, they have Rabindra who can bowl that immaculate 2-3 overs in the beginning, and also Arun Madhu who is a fantastic off-spring. He is a good all-rounder. He has played highest level of cricket, and Santosh comes back to bowl the third over. He bowled a couple of overs in that power play. He comes back in the 16th over. And that is punched off the back foot. They'll run the first one quickly. There is a possibility of a second. They have to go for it. They go for it. They get a couple. Often boundaries and sixes are the ones which give you a lot of pressure. But these guys, when they run their doubles, the circulate. Not that you have to run a lot to get warmed up. The conditions are such in Mumbai, you easily get warmed up after an over or so. And this man is playing a fantastic inning, Akshay. He might just change his gears now. He's batting in second and third gear now. He might go in the top gear now. In the fourth and fifth, let's see. He might go for a big shot into the mid-wicket region on this ball. Watch out for the mid-wicket region. In fact, he plays it smartly off the back foot. Just one run. 99, 100 in fact, 100 at the end of 15.2. So 92 balls in which they get their 100. They need to expedite this now. They need to foster some the scoring over now. This is not the run rate which they want. They would ideally like to add 50 runs, but take my word, this team can add 55 also to it. But these bowlers are good. They have Devdutt's overs. They have Santosh's overs. That's a shot and a half straight to the fielder, though all good shots have gone straight to the fielders. So that is good field placement. We saw two batsmen getting out. Those two shots were so good that deserved boundaries, but fortunately for the opposition, unfortunately for them, they caught the fielders. Even this one, anything towards his right and left would have gone straight for a boundary. That was hit very hard, punched off the back foot. Akshay. He's trying to carve it over there, trying to exploit that region, wide region. Oh, inside half of the bat, trying to hit the ball very hard. That's a big wicket. He wanted to go into the covers. He gets out inside half of the bat and he gets his first wicket. Santosh. That's another big wicket. The slow nature of the wicket I just claimed for a good batter. He gets out. Jitendra in the process of getting some quick runs. 102 is what another wicket falls on. So another fantastic fielder. He took one of the catches of the year last year when he was playing here. He took one catch just in front of the commentator's box, and that was one of the best catches I had seen all throughout the season. He's a fantastic fielder. He's a good bowler, but also he can hit a few long sixes. Ideal player to be there in your 6th, 7th. Last ball. And that is going down the leg side. That is going down the leg side. So that was a half-hearted appeal. The score at the end of over number 16 is 104. 103 for the loss of 5 wickets. Vaibhav bowling his second over from the highway end. And that stoically rose and it was handled well. The ball is having some bounce when the effort is put. At times it's keeping low. Generally all the wickets which we have seen, we saw 250 plus runs being scored in other tournament. Even 140 was defended. It's not a bad wicket, but it is a wicket which is giving some assistance to the bowlers. If you bend your back, you are going to get some movement of. What a shot! Only movement, straight down the ground. What a shot that is into the mid-wicket cow. Not an easy bowler to hit. He danced down the ground and that was smartly handled. See, he just danced down the ground. Not easy shot to execute. And he holds his shape even when he plays his aggressive shots. It wasn't an old-fashioned slog. It was a proper cricketing hit into that wideish long on region. It wasn't a hit only towards that cow corner region. It wasn't a slog in any case. Beautifully played down the ground with a lot of good footwork. That's what you associate. He has hit a couple of sixes now, both in the same direction. 40 runs he has moved on to. He's almost like a player who, without even noticing, is going to hurt you. He's got a very good strike rate of 125. Might just go to 150 as well. The next ball, he tries to carve it away. That's his speciality. He's not the one who goes hungry and goes for runs on every possible ball. He's a very smart cricketer. The unique feature of Virat Kohli's batting, every time he hit a boundary or a sixer, he was on a watch out for the next ball. He used to run a single or a double. He wasn't greedy and wasn't trying to hit boundary of every ball, wasn't trying to fabricate or manufacture a boundary. He was hitting it and was playing fantastic. That he was one of the major reasons for India winning all 9 matches in a row. 111, the Nelson, will it strike or Madhu? Madhu strikes. What a shot this is. This is beautifully hiked. They will get a couple. And a nicely hit shot. Beautifully. There is a possibility of another single. A good work by the fielder over there. Is that Vaibhav? In fact, Vaibhav is bowling. Rohit it is. So Vaibhav is being attacked now. Whoever is the bowler is going to be, he was going to be hit. 150 is a possibility. They might even get close to 160. There seems a long way away, but there is a strong possibility with Akshay staying there. So that's how the last over was sixer and four singles. They got them. It got them 10 runs. It is almost a similar kind of over in which they've got a couple and three singles. They got 11 runs so far. So a dozen by hitting 1-6. Even the last ball might go. But Akshay has got a sixer. Generally, very rarely does he go for 2-3 sixes in an over. He waits for a bad ball, or in fact converts a good ball into a bad one. And very rarely do we say good players do not take chance of the last ball of the over. If the over is done, they have got a few runs, they get away with it. They do not give opportunity to the bowlers. The very first two balls of every over, good batters generally they attack with. They catch the bowler by surprise. That's what I was talking. He plays it safely the last ball. That's the speciality of a good player. He was trying to do it all the way. This is super running from Akshay. And will it be the third run out? No. Umpire says he is home. This is great running, but he is completely exasperated. He needs some hydration. He needs some H2O to go in now. He moves on to 43 with that brace. That was a very hard run double. Uh, 17 overs and 116, and he ran the second one so quickly. He is already very tired and he got that extra energy, I don't know from where. And so good to see just cricket over there. They did not clap for that very dangerous double, I would say. He's completely dehydrated, and to run that hard after playing for 30-40 days, remaining there for so many overs, it is dangerous. So they are asking him to just calm down, take his time. They are no more in their early 20s, or they are no more teenagers, but still they are putting a lot of effort. So they want their player security first. They do not want to take extra chances. So they, what Rabindra and his teammates did, they just got some salts, being those which are not in the bodies. They got him a drink so that he gets those salts which are got dehydrated. Good on them. That's how a team works, taking care of each other. That's what you learn as a team member. Devdutt, another good player. That was going down the legs down clearly, very high, and the ball moved in. 117. The ball hitting flush on the upper part. He is going to be dangerous now. He will not fancy running more now. He'll hit a boundary or he'll take those singles. He won't be going for the 2s and 3s anymore now. He's not that easy. You have seen even the best international players getting tired in Mumbai's hot and humid climate. This is hit nicely on the top, straight to the fielder, and Akshay is defying all my predictions. He has taken that risky single. That's what you call a team man. Take my word, he is not the fittest of all. He is not the one who can run easily those singles and doubles. He's putting it that extra effort just for his team. Just cricket, it's just not a team. This kind of players make such teams. Ashapura, Warriors, Just Cricket, these players just they play for each other. Oh, that was a chance taken, and the ball has just evaded away, swiveled and swirled and just went away from the fielder for a fortuitous boundary. And when you take chances, when you show some courage, fortune favors the brave. Up and over into that short third man for a fortuitous boundary for Arun Madhu. Take my word, this man can hit long sixes. He might have just edged one. He might hit one straight into that mid-wicket cow corner. If it is there in his arc, he can hit the ball a long way. Arun Madhu. That was his first boundary, a fortuitous one against Devdutt. That's what I was talking about. He did not connect it that well, but still to get that short ball into the mid-wicket area. Good footwork. 123 for 5. That was a fantastic effort. Great work by the wicketkeeper. They have some good bowlers in their side. They all have to bowl well. They have Priyank, they have Gurvinit, their opening bowler. Also, they have Arun Madhu, the off spinner. So they have some good bowlers, some good all-rounders in the team, and they have to bowl really well to defend their score now. Take my word, they can get close to 150 from here on even. They have 13 balls to do that, and they can get close to 150. They can score those 27 runs, almost 2 runs per ball or 12 runs per over. Watch out for this last one. This is going to be a crucial ball. Both fine leg and third man are in. Any edge would fetch him 4 runs. And no edges. He goes down, up and over for 4 runs in the passage. 127 for 5 at the end of 18 overs. One fortuitous boundary. Nothing fortuitous about this one. This one was smashed up and over for a very well hit boundary, and that's
48.
he moves on to 48 with that shot. Santosh Singh comes into ball, bowls it with a lot of venom. Look at that running. Akshay is very smart. He's a good reader of the game. He's on 48 of 35. He has carried the innings through on his shoulders. So 128 is what the score is. Akshay might just get his 50 on this ball, but Santosh he's looked so venomous. He's bowled really well. That's a chance to get too close to his 50. Will it be his 50? Yes, it is. Into that square leg region. He gets his 50 in style in just 36 deliveries. Fantastic batting this one, and a strike rate of close to 130. This is brilliant by this man. He has carried the batting responsibility on his shoulders. So he's got 52 of just 36 balls. Fantastic player to have in any team. A strike rate of 135 to 140 is absolutely gorgeous. He has hit 2 monstrous sixes. He has hit some nice delicate shots. Also he has played the ball with a lot of wrist work. This man is not just one-way traffic. He can use his finesse, he can use his artistry, he can use his good technique. Also he can muscle the ball. and does not lose his shape. That's the best part about his batting. He loses the shape for the very first time. He wanted to hit it outside the ground, just goes for a single, and that was because of some good bowling. There are some bowlers. Ajit Agarkar was one in the 90s who used to be deceptive. Santosh is one such bowler. You find he is coming with the pace, but he bowls with that extra zip every time. He hits the bat hard. Damien Fleming was one such bowler in Australia in the 90s and early 2000s. That kind of a bowler with short run up, and he can bowl with some pace. That is nicely done, and that would be 3 runs if they run hard. They, in fact, 2 runs. The ball was partially stopped. A couple of runs to Arun Madhu. Watch out. They would need 2 boundaries in this pass surge now. 2 balls remain, 3 balls remaining. In fact, 1 boundary minimum has to come in the last 2 balls. 135 if is what they move on to. They managed to score those 35-40 runs in the last 3.4 overs. They would target 55 to 60 runs in the last 5 overs. 2 balls remaining. 135 for 5. Watch out for a big shot. A sixer maybe. Oh, that is beautiful bowling. Fantastic bowling. Akshay gives it away. Not before he has batted fantastically for his team and has done his bit more than sufficiently. He got 2 batters out when he refused that single. Both the singles were not on. This time he also ran for that non-existent single just to get everything out in the last few overs. Is it Priyank going? Now Priyank Tandon, another great batter. I just love these guys. When they play, they are very good players, but very, very impressed with Santosh's attitude. It's one thing having a lot of talent and ability and great bowling skills, and another having a competitive spirit. This guy is competitive to the hilt. 18.5, 135 is bowled well in this over, in spite of being hit for a boundary. This is super bowling. Oh, great effort. Fantastic effort by Santosh. They get a brace, but good bowling effort. The score moves on to 137 with that couple. 6 balls remaining. Will they get to 150? I think they will. Again, some great bowling and fantastic effort. Look at that effort. Almost had him. This would have been a great catch. Good effort. Kudos to this man. These bowlers, he's bowled his heart out. Bowling those difficult overs, 1 in the pass search and 2 in the power play. 137 for 6. Last 6 balls of the first innings. So Devdutt comes in to bowl the last over. This is beautiful bowling, but that's a nice hit straight to Santosh. Devdutt Shastri, another player who is a fantastic all-rounder. And Arun Madhu, 2 all-rounders against each other. One a batting all-rounder, Arun I would say, and he's a bowling all-rounder, Devdutt. Edge, straight, wrapped on the pass, they would go for the second. They will walk the second in fact. 130, 140 they move on to. They need a sixer to get to that 150 mark. And this guy will not give away easy balls. He's almost like a bowling machine at times when he's in good rhythm. Today he's in good rhythm, bowling the ball into that area, that good length area, bowling that middle and off line and trying to cramp the batsman and bowling that hard length. They're trying to dance down the ground That is hammered. That is straight down the ground, and that would be just. In fact, that's a couple of runs added with some good running. Arun survives. No, there wasn't a possibility. Priyank wants to come on strike. Arun, he backed up far away. 142. Two very athletic fielders. Priyank is as fit as you can get. Look at Priyank racing away. They want to maximize the last few balls. 142 is what the score moves on to. They need a sixer or a couple of boundaries to get to that 150 mark. Was so close to being out. This is smash. This is going to go a long way. Will it carry all the way? No, it doesn't. Beautifully held by Vaibhav. He is the safest fielder of lot. He had almost taken a very good catch running towards his right. This time he pouches into that mid-wicket cow corner. A very good player to have in the right place. Right fielders at the right place. And that is CK, I think. Not a traditional place for him to go. Two balls remaining. 150 looks remotely farther away now for them. If both the balls are hit for boundary against Devdutt, it's not easy. This guy has bowled so well. Immaculate line and length. That is again some good bowling. Great bowling in fact. Priyank, he gets his due. The score moves on to 143 with that bye. Beautiful bowling that is. Even 143, 150 is a good score. The wicket is not a flat deck where you can hit the ball the way you want. You need to stay there. You need to play a good innings to get a 50 even. There are some tracks where you can hit the ball, just play through the line, not bothering about the pace and the movement and the bounce of the ball. Here you need to be a little more alert. Beautiful bowling. Two byes to end a fantastic spell. Great bowling by Devdutt. 27 for 1 his figures read. The score moves on to 144. 145 is the target in SMPL season 5. This is going to be Ashapura Warriors versus Just Cricket. Team in blue versus the team in pink. Oh, what a shot! This is long, huge, big, and that's a fantastic sixer. Going for your shots, there has to be no confusion. That's what I was talking about. Up and over, it goes for another boundary. So a couple, maybe another sixer coming up. Oh, this is smashed. This is hammered aggressively. The other bowler like Devdutt, he bowls immaculate line and length. And just as I say good line and length, he balls drifts down the leg side. It wasn't that bad. It was on middle and leg. Wonderful work of Rajesh Dubey. Left armour. Oh, and the left armour has claimed the big man. The spin wizard has the stumps. He has lost his patience and a big wicket. He takes it gleefully. That's a big wicket. He's happy. Team with a fantastic history. This is hammered. This is going to travel straight. No one's going to stop this one. This is almost 2.25 is the economy rate. This is beautifully done. We'll straight to the fielder again. Is it Siddharth's wicket? Oh my God! It is a run out. That pressure being created within the circle. Oh, this is a very bad ball. He just wanted to bowl a leg spinner, which went out of the hand, and that's a boundary. Watch out for a big shot. Yes, that's what I was talking about. He's just going to shift gears, and I could read him even. Oh, that is a gift. That is beautifully done. Just tucked it away. Jitendra. That's what I was talking about. This is nicely done. Fantastic effort. Oh, inside half of the bat, trying to hit the ball very hard. If you bend your back, you are going to get some movement of. What a shot! Only movement, straight. Players just they play for each other. Oh, that was a chance taken, and the ball has just. He's bowled really well. That's a chance to get too close to his 50. Will it be his 50? Yes, it is. Into the 135 for 5. Watch out for a big shot. A sixer maybe. Oh, that is beautiful bowling. Fantastic bowling. Akshay gives it away. Not before he's to get to that 150 mark. Was so close to being out. This is smash. This is going to go a long way. Will it carry all the way? No, it doesn't. Beautifully held by Vaibhav. He's So the chase begins. This is SMPL season 5 and Just Cricket have managed to get 144 in the stipulated 20 overs. It's going to be 145 in 20 overs, the target for Ashapura Warriors. This is going to be a great contest. Both the teams have some fantastic batters. Watch out for Azan. Watch out for Nayan. Nayan will take a wonderful catch. They have some great all-rounders in the team as well for Just Cricket. It's not going to be an easy chase. It's going to be a fantastic contest. Very rarely do we see him bowling wide balls. He is also a bowler who bowls very nice line and length. The best part about Gurvinit's bowling is he will always give you consistent swing and the ball moved in air. That's what Gurvinit does. Bowls a lot of outswingers. And Devdutt bowled really well today. Devdutt, Santosh Singh, Rajesh Dubey were fantastic with their bowling spells, and also the other bowlers complimented. But Devdutt was almost like a bowling machine. Wrapped on the pads, very close. That would have just missed. If you had gone for the DRS, it would have said clipping the leg stump. That kind of a
Almost
delivery.
like a
bowling machine.
Yes, down the leg side, in fact, it would have just gone over. A good decision by the umpire, a fantastic decision.
Very close.
That would have just. So 1 runs on the scorecard, courtesy that white ball. Gurvinit, watch out for his away going deliveries. The swing in air. His ball is moving. It always does. Nayan took one good catch today and he fielded well. So that good form in fielding almost reciprocates and brushes on when you come down to bat. Gurvinit, he has to have a slip. A bowler of that kind, you need to have a slip over there. This is beautifully hit straight to the fielder. So many good shots today going straight to the fielders. This one was hit straight to Priyank. Very few. Three balls and just a solitary run in form of extras. Gurvinit is like your most reliable asset to have in the team. That's a full toss. That's a chance. He is a fantastic fielder. Generally does not drop any. In fact, he's one of the best fielders. Just dipped and he almost took that catch. He's hurt himself.
Asset to have in the team.
Low full toss, hit low on the bat, and he did everything right. But just dipped. In fact, he overran that one. He is a fantastic. He is one of the premier fielders. One of the best fielders, Priyank. Ideal man, the best man to be there under the catch. Watch out for Santosh Dada coming up to bat. There are so many good batters in the team. Oh, that swung in and that was turned away from the stumps. If he had missed it, he was a dead duck. But that is Azan. Azan stays there for 8-9 overs. This match would be for Ashapuras to win. Such a good batter. He is their batting sub. And he's one of their best assets of the team. One without loss. Last ball of Gurvinit's first over. Oh, how did that miss the stumps? How did that miss the stumps? That was so close to being clean bowled. The score at the end of over number 1 is 1 without loss. A wide in that over. And full toss just so close to the stumps. Miss the stumps. one of the veterans, one of very good readers of the game, a gentleman to the core. One of the prime reasons for people like us working with Zutter is to be associated with this kind of people. Rabindra Jhunjhunwala always has a word of encouragement for everyone who does some good work. A fantastic team man, and he's not the one who is your most important bowler or a wicket taking option or your best bowler or the best batter, but he's a fantastic team man to have. He's one of the safest fielder. People may account for his bowling, people may talk about his bowling, but he is one of the best catchers, I would say. He has safe pair of hands. Santosh Dada, his batting is prolific. These players like Santosh Dada, players like Rabindra Jain, Jhunjhunwala, they are just so big an asset in a team. And he will bowl with great good pace, RJ, and he'll consistently try it and take that ball away. Also, he can get the ball in. He has just shortened his run up. Generally, bowls with a longer run up. Against Azan, this is going to be a great contest to watch. Oh, that's a chance. Oh, just away from it. And a couple of runs added to the total. He almost created the wicket of a big player of the very first ball. He is so exciting to watch, Azan. One of the most attacking players you would have in a tournament. He is fantastic. Azan versus Rabindra. Mouth-watering contest this is. That's what he has, a very good technique even. He's not just a slogger of the ball. He's not the one who will hit only boundaries and sixes. That back foot punch into the covers was a testament to the fact that he is a very, very good player when it comes to defense as well. A player who can play with straight bat, the player who can slog, the player who can pull hook, the player who can play those cover drives, the player who can hit straight down the ground. And very good asset to have in the team. And that's what he can do. He can play on the rise even. This is racing away towards that fielder. So field placements, thinking wise, cricketing wise, this man is very sharp. And he has read the wicket well. He generally bowls with a longer run up. This year maybe he has shortened his run up, but is bowling into that channel. Ravindra's balls, if you have a closer look at it, they are within the stumps and with that bounce which is almost 3/4 to the stumps. So he's not trying to extract a lot of bounce from the wicket. He's trying to keep it within the stumps and keep it tight. And that is plump. That is plump, I think. Yes, it is. It looked out. It would have missed off. It would have missed leg. It would have hit straight into the middle stump. And that's what he just pitched it up. That's what Rabindra can bring onto the table. He can give you some very, very important wicket. That is a good wicket of a very good batter. Nayan could have been very dangerous. He was looking good, though he may not have scored runs, but he was middling the ball. He missed that one and he gets out. Within the stumps and
Keep it tight.
look at that. Yes. Crashing into middle of middle. A big wicket. Nayan is any day a good batter to get his wicket. That is plump, I think. Is always an advantage. The senior pro getting a very good batter out.
Out.
He gets out without scoring.
Missed.
Off. It would have missed leg. It would have. Another close call. Another big appeal. This one was slightly close, but a good call. Umpiring has been of highest quality. Maybe an inside edge. Yeah, that's a good call. The ball sliding down. What a brilliant call that is. Oh, that would have just taken some part of the leg stump, but great call. Great call by the umpire. And a good appeal. And after he had a negative reply, Rabindra did not complain. That's what is a sign of a good play. That's why I appreciate this guy so much. That was close, would have hit the leg stump, but hitting the leg stump, you do not associate that and give it quickly. He is not giving them any room. Fantastic first delivery to ball. Sikandar and Azam together against some spirited bowling of Ravindra Jhunjhunwala. What a shot that is. Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. It had four runs written on it. That's a sports volunteer, one of our managers. So Shweta, she is the one who is taking care of things off and on the ground. Does the job of the ball boy. 8 for 1. What a shot that was. That's why this guy is dangerous. And this is played nicely. One hand off the hook. Will they go for the second? Not against that throw. So 6 runs in this over so far. Watch out for that away going delivery. That is down the leg side. Again, some good umpiring. Fantastic the officials have been. This was sliding down the leg side. The calls have been really good. When the first LBW was given, it was given instantly. And when they negate also, they give it quickly. But that's always a sign of a good umpire. And that is a nice call. That would have hit the leg stump, maybe a feather. And you cannot be giving those out though. So nice bowling. Gurvineet has just got his pace a little down. I've seen him a couple of years back. He was bowling with a little bit more pace and a lot of swing. Today, he was trying to have some more control and trying to swing the ball in air. He's given away a full tosses today. That can happen at the beginning of the season, and as the season goes on, this guy might come into his element. He's a fantastic away bowler who bowls nice outswingers. And this is not a good ball at all. That deserved what it got. Easily done. They needed that as a second boundary. One into the point region, one behind the fine leg. That was easily done. It's one thing hitting a bad ball and another depositing it in the right areas. Nicely done. These are two good batters against some spirited bowling. Priyank Tandon, he is as good as a team man you can have in the team, and he bowls with a lot of venom and pace. One of the fittest guys around, one of the most good looking ones though. He may be 35 plus in that kind of range. 35, 33, 34, 35. Looks like almost a young teenager. Fit and fine this young man is. Man with a lot of good, nice muscles and fantastic looks. He bowls also really well. This is a shot and a half. He may be good looking, the bowler Priyank, but this was a fabulous shot. The cricketing beauty of the shot, the best shot in the textbook. What a shot that is. International stuff. Wonderfully hit. You talk about good looks, you talk about beauty. This shot had all the aesthetic beauty. What a shot that was. If you are a cricket lover, straight drives are the best romantic shots you can have. And showing some immaculate front foot defense. And that sped away towards the fielder at mid-on. What a shot that was. Against a bowler who bowls with a lot of good pace. You got him beaten twice. Wrapped down the pads, then beaten completely. Then he had wonderful boundary down the ground. The next ball he defended it well. Priyank is a very good bowler. He can be a game changer. 18 for 1 the last couple of balls of the power play remaining. And that was outside the house, so he had nothing to do with it. He's bowling into that channel and they have got that flying slip. That short third man is almost becomes a catching option. See how fine he is. See where he is being placed in a very different place, just behind the wicket keeper. See where he is departed, very fine, very close. This is a shot and a half straight to the fielder. Again some good batting with straight bat. A fantastic power play in which they got 19 runs, but they got a wicket. Just Cricket would be happy with the first 4 overs. Rabindra, I thought, would have bowled the last over of the power play. He was in such good bowling form. That's what Rabindra does. I've seen him bowling many times. Just bowls that couple of overs, does not bowl again. In fact, and at the most 3 overs. He should be bowling his 4 overs. He is the player who tries to accommodate everyone. But when you are an asset, make use of yourself. 1 run, another. 2 very good batters. Look at them, when so very good they look to watch. Azam, he is a rock star when it comes to batting. He takes his batting seriously. He bats very well. He attacks the opposition. Number 17, Satra is always the khatra for the opposition. 24-1, we are into the 5th over. And takes a fresh guard. So good to see. Not taking any bowler lightly, not taking any situation lightly. He's just having a nice vigil, just having a map of fielders in his mind. This is going to be a good contest. Azan versus Rabindra. That is it. Up and over. What a shot that is. Inside out into the covers. Brilliantly hit. Not an easy ball. It was not just a half volley. It was a rising good length delivery. And he hit it on the rise. Wonderfully hit. Along with that incoming delivery, took the angle and deposited in the opposite direction of it. Very rarely do you find Ravindra being hit for boundaries. This was one of those occasions. Take my word, he will bowl the next ball slightly differently. Not a short delivery, but a good length one. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But this is so smart, so good batting. And super fit is Vikrant over there. That was bowled with a slower pace. So he's changing his pace.
बराबर
7 runs in this Rabindra over so far. He is the only wicket taker. First over was a brilliant one when he conceded 3 runs. He got a wicket. This over he has been taken for a few runs. Some good batting display. That's a chance. Just short of the fielder over there. In fact, couple of feet meters away. Sikandar comes on strike. Two very good batters together. That is nicely bowled. Bowled with little less space. 8 runs of that Rabindra over. 11 for 1 his figures read. 27 runs at the end of over number 5. Almost a similar score. They managed 39 in first 6. These guys got 27 in the first 5. Yes, the comparison 29 for 1, 27 for 1. You cannot get more closer than that. They got 10 runs in that 6th over, which just put an impetus to the scoring. Let's see whether they try and get same amount of. Vishal Patil, another good all-rounder to have on a team. He's a fantastic contributor. So this is a team with full of good players in them. Both the batting and bowling team, they've got some great batters and great bowlers. Some successful guys, some great characters, good cricket ambassadors to have, and that's just showing the way to the others how you play your cricket. Santosh Dada would be there on show after some time. We saw Arun Madhu, he also would be on show with ball. Vishal Patil, another great character. He is almost like Devdutt. A good work. See, look at this. Almost like an 18-year-old. This man is so fit. Vishal Patil. Patil Par. He'll always ball with that nice action. Devdutt bowled really well. All his balls were almost, if you had seen that grouping, if they show that on Star Sports or ESPN, where you have the grouping, Devdutt almost bowled almost in that 1 square feet area. Bowled so well today. And Vishal Patil, a similar kind of bowler. Yes, a good, nice bowling action. Almost like Mohammad Shami's action.
तुमचं आहे का ते
28 for 1. Just I was going gaga about his good line and length. He bowls one down the leg side. Vishal Patil. Pulls a slower delivery. Nicely hit. That is, what a wonderful shot that is. He put all that weight behind it. Not an easy shot to execute. What a shot this is. He is a fantastic pocket sized dynamo. He is not that tall. He is not very when you say when it comes to height, he is not the one who is very tall and very big, but he is very strongly built. And that needed a lot of good cricketing technique and a lot of power in those strong forearms. It wasn't only about power, it is some great technique to play inside out of a slower delivery to hit it into the covers. 32 for 1. Good boundary against Vishal. Oh, good work. Fantastic, courageous fielding this is. Twice he has used his feet to stop that one. So Vishal Bhau showing his Patil power. Good work. They call him Bhau affectionately, and this Bhau is really strong. Mentally, physically as well. 32 for 1. What a good contest. This is mouth-watering contest. A fantastic batter, one of a premier batsman against a very, very seasoned competitor, Vishal Patil. Is trying to hit it very hard. That wasn't that well connected. 33 for 1. The score moves on to. Almost neck to neck when it comes to comparison. Similar kind of scores, similar kind of wickets they had. In fact, 2 wickets fell when they reached the 6th over. But it was Rajesh who came in. That's outside the off stump. That's a very good call. Umpiring has been of the highest quality today. They haven't missed a decision. They've given the LBWs in the right way. They have negated a few calls. Brilliant. The umpires are in good form. Generally the form 32. 34. 34 is what the score is. The last two balls of the 6th over played with soft hands. Good understanding between them two. He is very good, Vikrant, over there. They cannot take chances against him. 35 is what the score moves on to. If a boundary is hit of this ball, the scores would be identical. They were 39 at the end of 6 overs. These guys are 35 in 5.5. If they get a boundary, the scores would be similar. Inside half of the bat, the ball is racing away for a single. They managed 9 in the 6th over. The opposition had got 10 in their effort. 36 for 1. They were 39 runs at the end of 6 overs. So many good players. Devdutt Shastri, Amit Singh is one good player in this team as well, who can bat so well. There is Santosh Dada, who can be dangerous as any one of the premier batters. So Amit Singh is fantastic when it comes to technique, a player who can play longer innings. And Santosh Dada can turn the match on his own with his own batting. 39 for 1 and 36 for 1. That's what I was talking about. Almost neck to neck. A vociferous appeal, a loud appeal, a big appeal. Umpire unmoved. He has given most of his decisions absolutely right today. And that's what he's saying. off the bat. Appeal of the very first ball. Akshay, he played so well. One of the better innings. A very good innings start off with. Then he played those singles. Then sixer was his first boundary. He hit a couple of sixes and a lot of boundaries after that. And leg spins. Oh, this is nicely hit. What a shot that is. Wonderful hit shot. On the knees into that point region against a moving ball is not an easy shot to execute. This guy is putting up an exhibition. Nicely hit shot. What a shot that is. Not an easy shot against a leg spinner. So this man, he has hit a boundary into the covers. He has pulled the ball and now this one on the knees into the point region. That's what I said. Azan can be really, really devastating. 18 balls, 28 runs. He has got 70% of the team's runs on his own. And that too in just 18 balls. He has played half the balls and he has got 70% of the runs. So out of those 38 balls, he has faced less than half the balls and he has scored more than 70% of the runs. Just understand the magnitude of impact of this man, Azan. That's what I said when he came to the ground. He generally bats on his own, wins the matches with his batting on his own. Single-handed, this guy can devastate a match. He's exactly doing that. If they don't get him early, just cricket are in a lot of trouble. Oh, this is super bowling. Having the courage to bowl the same thing again. Wrist spinners, bowling leg spin, using the wrist is not easy. But he's bowling with so much control and so much flight and guile. This is good, courageous bowling. This is such a good contest between two premier players. Beautiful bowling. They should have had a slip over there against him. If they get Azan's wicket, they will be closer towards victory. Not that they do not have batsmen. They have some great batsmen. Amit Chinge is one who has fantastic technique. Also Santosh Palve. So many other good batters also in the side. One of two better teams up against each other. SMPL. Watch out for these two teams. They are also as good as others. 41 for 1, 7th over. Nicely bowled, equally well played. They go for the second one. He is slightly injured, Priyank. A couple of runs will take the score to 43 now. A very vociferous appeal of the very first ball. Then a boundary was hit. Will he get a wicket, the leg spinner, in this first over? What a good shot that is. Up and over into the covers. Brilliantly hit. Not an easy shot to execute against a leg spinner. And it was not a that bad ball. It was over pitch. It was an half volley, but it was a moving one. But beautifully done. Up and over that fielder over there. The score at the end of this over is 47 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 7 overs. They are just exploring a lot of options now. There are so many good bowlers, but they are trying to maximize their options. As Rohit Sharma famously said, we are on lookout for that 6th bowler. They had 9 options there. Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, everybody bowling. Oh, that was a long hop. He missed out. Ojas Mehta comes in and tries to bowl the leg spin. So many leg spinners in a team. Leg spinning is not an easy art. That was a long hop. He missed out. How did he miss? That kept low. He will pitch it slightly up now. Oh, that's nicely done. Equally well played with soft hands and great running. Good understanding. 48 for 1. Sikandar, he has also looked good. Strike rate may not be that great as Azan is, not both of them have to go hammer and tongs. It's a total which requires a run a ball kind of innings and 125 130 strike rate. Watch out for a leg spinner. Leg spinners can be expensive, but leg spinners can also give you wickets. But you need to have variety as a leg spinner. But this is beautifully bowled. It was a straighter one, but straight to the fielder. Oh, this is a shot and a half. This is nicely done off the back foot. Lot of work for Gurvineet. Couple of runs added to the total. Score moves on to 50. We are into the 8th over. The 50 for 1. Good little partnership between these two guys. These two guys have come together. They're aligned well. That's how a team works. If you want to have a good team, all the players should align together. And that force works out well for you. 50 for 1. We are into that 8th over. Just the leg spinner on show. That was beautifully bowled. That's an opportunity. But opportunity only for someone behind the ropes. Not an easy shot. Not an easy shot to hit the leg spinner over long off. And he did it with ease. Both the batsmen on the prowl now. What a shot. Straight to Ojas. The score at the end of over number 8 is 56. They are going along merrily and they are closing in on a very good run chase. What a good shot that was into the covers. Fantastic hit. This man, he was the one who was on the backward seat. It is the when you go for a long distance drive, generally two drivers in the family go for that driving skills. If you have the family going, and if one driver is drives for some period of time, the other one takes over. Same kind of thing. Azan was doing all the scoring. Sikandar, who was lesser kind of partner, all of a sudden his strike rate has improved. and his scoring has also bettered Azan's scoring. See, this is what two different ways. He bowled it very quickly, and five wides they are. Straight to the field. There's a chance. They have to get this pair broken, otherwise these people are going to finish it in 15-16 overs. Sikandar, what a good transition in batting he has got. Azan comes on strike now. Oh, what a ball that was, a peach of a delivery. When it comes to like playing leg spin, Sikandar is more adept, and his strike rate has gone up because he's a very good player of leg spin. Azan on the other hand likes some pace on the ball. Not that he's a bad player of spin, but he was beaten twice or thrice now against the leg spin of Akshay. And that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. Three times. He's almost dismissed. '73 for 1. Vishal Patil comes into bowl. What a shot this is! A shot and a half, but straight or to Rabin, to Vikrant it is. Just popped out of his hands. I thought it was going all the way into that parking area. It wasn't that well timed, but the execution of the shot. This man wants to go home early, Sikandar. And he's such a good fielder, he missed out. Hit with brute force. 79, these guys are playing in the fifth gear now. This is nicely done. This is racing away towards that square leg boundary. First runs in easily taken, 2 runs taken, and that's what they will be getting. Score 81. We are into the 10th over. Oh, such catastrophic. This is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Oh my God, you cannot be getting more unfortunate. He was looking in such great form. He loves his batting, and when he stays there, you are assured of going home early because he finishes them early. He's looked in great touch. Take my word, sometime back when he had got 18 runs, he was 18 runs of 21. Just I don't remember the number of runs. 10 runs of 18 balls when he was playing, and he has just scored heavily. Just want to have a look at his scoring pattern. Now he has started missing the ball again. He has hit every bowler, but generally he has taken liking against the leg spinners. Vishal Patil, that is nicely bowled. Almost has a similar kind of action like Mohammad Shami's. See, when he releases the ball, Mohammad Shami is a class bowler, one of the best ever. But see, Vishal Patil, when he delivers the ball, it's almost like Mohammad Shami. Single. 82 for 2 at the end of over number 10. They had managed 59 runs at the end of 10 overs. These guys have got 82 and they have got 145 as a target. 63 runs needed in the next 60. Ashapura Warriors on their way to a successful chase. But things can change. Cricket is a funny game, they say. It can change in an over or two. '84 for 2. They have got now 2 wides. 61 needed in the next 60 balls. So Ashapura Warriors on their way to a very convincing victory against a very strong Just Cricket side. They have some good bowlers, but Priyank, he can be a game changer. They bowled well against a strong batting lineup. They have some good players in their team, Just Cricket, and that close call, that back-to-back wicket opportunity when Rabindra was bowling, that was the changing point. That was a close call, and he survived that call, Sikandar. That could have been catastrophic. 84. 84 for 2. What a shot that is cracked, and fantastic cut shot. 88 for 2. What a good shot. Fantastic way to get off the mark. First ball boundary for Darshan. What a way to open the account of fierce cut shot off the back foot. It down the ground. And Priyank, yes, changed so many games with his bowling. Taken a lot of through first, three first. Taken some good catches in past. Somebody has to do some magic for them. Just cricket. They are in dire straits now. Ashapura Warriors would be smiling all the way now. Heading towards a very good win. Oh, what a shot that is. That's what Priyank can do. Almost took a blinder. And also had an opportunity to get a run out. Sikandar, he looks so good though. He was beaten so many times in the initial stages, but he has taken on the bowlers after that. What a transformation this innings is. Have a look at his batting in the initial stages and then have a look at it. It's almost like a player with different attitudes. He wanted to swivel and played across the square leg. One run added to the total. The score moves on to 90 now. They're just 55 away from winning this one. 55 needed of the next 58, in fact 56 balls. Hammered down the ground, that would be a single. The score at the end, in fact one more ball remaining in this over, 92 for 2. Darshan it is. He's got 6 runs of 3 balls. A fierce late boundary, then 2 singles. This should have a slip against him. Priyank can give you wickets. It can be expensive, but he can give you wickets. Watch out for LBW options and bold as he bowls within the stumps. Played with soft hands. Oh, this is good running by Darshan. Converting that single into a second. 94 for 2 at the end of over number 11. They need 51 runs in the next 11 overs. In fact, 9 overs. So 98 for 2, 11.2 overs. Sikandar it is. He's on 49 of 22. Oh, what a shot to bring his 50. Fantastic hit. That gets to his 50. Brilliantly done. 50%, in fact more than 50% of the runs for Sikandar. He has played well. He played and missed a lot of times, but he gets his 50. And that is for Azan. Unfortunate way for Azan to get out. He was upset and he wasn't happy for his mate because he knows Azan loves his cricket so much, loves batting so much. That wasn't his fault, but the ball ricocheted off the bowler and hit the stumps. Perhaps that was the only way that partnership could have got broken. Darshan comes on strike, 11.3 overs. They need 46 more to win this one. Why did Rabindran not come back to bowl? He was their most threatening bowler. Oh, that is showing some respect to the bowler. Darshan. 99 for 246 needed in the next 51 balls. 50 balls in fact. He wanted to hit it in the covers. The ball has gone straight down the ground into that wideish long on region for a single. The score is 100 now. 100 in the 12th over. That is great going. 100 for 2 are Ashapura Warriors. This guy has been so impressive, Sikandar. He's got 50 of 32 balls. Such an inspiration for people, those who do not start that well. It is not how you start, it is how you end your innings or how you go on with your work. This guy has gone on with his work really well. And he is continuing. What a shot! One bounce into the fence. What a cracking hit against a good bowler. This is brilliantly done. What a shot. Look at that one. In was in his arc. And flat as you can get. One bounce into the fence. Was hit with a lot of authority and power and punch into it. 104 now. Just 41 away. If this guy is continuing this kind of approach attitude, we might just have an early finish to this innings. $104 for 2 now. 41 runs away. He should have been there bowling much before this one. He was their most threatening bowler, Rabinder. He almost got Sikandar of the very first ball. Let's see whether this man can get another wicket to his tally. There was a run out and he's the only bowler who has got wicket, and was almost he got 2 and 2. And that's what Rabindra does. When every other bowler is being hit for runs, this man, irrespective of the opposition, irrespective of the players, he will put his best. And look at the ball moving into the 13th over. Still, he has movement for himself in the 13th over. He might get another wicket also. Watch out for LBW options. And that was down the leg side. Just say go aga about his bowling. He bowls one rank bad ball down the leg side. Sumit has been brilliant too, along with the other umpire over there on the other side. I think that is Sachin. Yeah, Sachin and Sumit, both of them have paired up really well. Just like Sachin Sehwag we had. And let me update you with something very interesting. The cameraman's name is Sachin. The umpire's name is Sachin. The other umpire's name is Sumit. One of our managers is Shweta. Our official scorer is Shravan. And our official broadcaster is Shubham. My commentator's name is Santosh. So all S, 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 S. What a combination to have. And we do not have another one, Shruti, who is not here right now. And not to forget Sushruti one. So many people with S and a yes attitude. And that's what not the area which he wanted to hit it. So many S's put together. One of the best two S's we had was Sachin and Sehwag. 12 points overs, 108-37 to win. And one S who is doing great over here is Sikandar. He's got 54 in just 34 balls. Just a small correction. The run prior to this one was a short one, so one run would be reduced in that total. 106 is what the score is now. The good vigilant umpiring. Oh, what a Yorker! Nicely dug out, showing some respect to some good bowling as well. And he was shaping up. He almost, in his appearance, and sometimes he almost looks like Rohit Sharma standing over there. The way he is built, the way he stands and waits for the ball, the way he turns his bat in his hand, has a vigil. It almost feels like Rohit Sharma is standing over there. Look at his physique, look at his headgear, his mannerisms, almost like Rohit Sharma. Of course, even if you are 1% of what Rohit Sharma is, you are obviously going to be good. See the way he stands. And the way he dances down the ground is also like Rohit Sharma. So you almost resemble some big players when you watch. So Sehwag, when he started playing cricket, he watched Sachin Tendulkar on TV and he learned from him the way he used to bat. When Sehwag came in for the first time, people used to say there are two Sachins playing together. That kind of similarity was there in his stance and playing ways. Of course, Sachin's technique and all is way above Sehwag, but Sehwag was one of the greatest openers in Test cricket India had ever had. One of the best, in fact. 108 for 5. 9 for 5, in fact, at the end of 13 overs. And they are inching in on closer. 36 needed in the next 7. $109 for 2. Ojas Mehta, leg spinner, comes in. Let's see whether Ojas is successful in getting. And this is beautifully. What a shot! Ojas is almost has a mindset like Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar used to bowl off spinner, leg spinners to the right hander and off spinners to the left hander. Ojas also has the same idea. He tried to bowl an off spinner to the left hander, but he was aware, Darshan, and hit a very nice hit down the ground. He bowls leg spinners to the leg spin right handers, off spinner to the left handers, but no difference it made. He's hitting them hard. Oh, good work by the fielder over there. Good stuff. The ball was moving away. He did it very easily. 115 for 2 now. 116 for 2 now. They need 29 more to win this one. Watch out for a big shot. Sikandar, watch out, long off and long on. In fact, mid-wicket, and that is it beautifully by setting the two fielders over there. There was deep mid wicket, there was deep square leg, and it went in between both of them. Yeah, he looks like Rohit Sharma. He has some kind of attitude like Rohit Sharma. He stands like him. He is built like him, and the way he smiles, the way he rotates the bat in the hand, gets ready with his one hand moving around. Many mannerisms like Rohit Sharma. 120 for 2. Will he hit one very long and hard into that deep sky? Yes, he went for that and was almost out in the process. (121 for 2). 13.4 overs. Darshan has got 19 of 12. He has held his own. He has hit a couple of boundaries and a wonderful 6. In fact, one boundary and one 6. One square, one cut, and this was inside out, not out the middle of the bat, but that would do the job. He is motoring along now. 23 of 12 now. Second boundary for the left-handed Darshan. There are 2 runs in the team. One was unsuccessful, the other one scoring at will. And see, look at their names. The first Relan who was out was Nayan. Nayan means ice, and what you see from ice is called as your scenery, or what you call Darshan. So look at their names even. Oh, this is long. The eyes don't work, but Darshan is doing the job. He is just smashing them now. 131 for 2 now. He wants to go home early. He has an appointment with somebody early tomorrow. What a good shot. So Siddharth Gopalkrishnan comes in. Oh, what a shot! Just held his post up and over into the wideish long on region. He wants to finish off early. Almost like Rohit Sharma he looks when he comes to bat. And he's standing like him and shots like Rohit Sharma. What a shot. This was for the cameras. Fantastic hit. 8 to win now. This man can finish this in this over itself. Watch out for another. Oh, this is even longer. Flat, long, 6. Fantastic. Mid wicket cow corner now. This he is just toying with them now. 2 to win. Just 2 runs to win. 2 to win. 2 to win now. 143 now. 143 for 2. Oh, he would be run out. No, he doesn't. He survives. And the scores are level now. Scores are level. And it would be Darshan, the left-hander. Will he finish off with a sixer? He has already hit 3. 2 sixers, in fact. 2 boundaries and 2 sixers. And his last 6 was a monstrous one into that square leg region. And will he finish in style? Will he go for the big one? Or will Siddharth pick up a wicket? 144 for 2. That's what Just Cricket will do. They will fight for till the last. Even 1 run is needed. They are trying to stop that from going over. And anticlimax it is. They run this one courtesy a leg by. They would take it. 145 for 2. Done and dusted in the 15th over. What an aggressive approach after the 8th over. They were just fabulous. Azan started off the proceedings with some great hitting. And the leg spinners came. Sikandar just changed gears. Brilliant batting from Sikandar. He has played a fantastic innings. Within the stumps and keep it tight. And that is plump. That is plump, I think. Yes, it is. It looked out. It would have missed off. What a shot that is. Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. It had 4. And this is not a good ball at all. That deserved what it got. Easily done. They needed that. Azan second boundary. 1 into. This is a shot and a half. He may be good looking. The ball. Azan versus Rabindra. That is it. Up and over. What a shot that is. Inside out. Pulls a slower delivery. Nicely hit that is. What a wonderful shot that is. A couple of sixes and a lot of boundaries after that. And leg spins. Oh, this is nicely hit. What a shot that is. Wonderful hit shot. Leg spinner in this first over. What a good shot that is. Up and over into the covers. The leg spinner on show. That was beautifully bowled. That's an opportunity. But opportunity only for someone behind. He bowled it very quickly and 5 wides. Vishal Patil comes into bowl. What a shot this is! A shot and a half, but straight over to Robin, to Vikrant. Oh, such catastrophic this is. So has gone on with his work really well. And he is continuing. What a shot! One bounce into the fence. Let's see whether Ojas is successful in getting. And this is beautiful here. What a shot! Sikandar, watch out, long off and long on. In fact, mid wicket, and that is it beautifully. Your scenery or what you call darshan. So look at their names even. Oh, this is long. The eyes don't work, but darshan is doing the job. So Siddharth Gopalakrishnan comes in. Oh, what a shot! Just held his post up and over into the wide itself. Watch out for another. Oh, this is even longer. Flat, long, 6. Fantastic.